Hello everyone and welcome into another broadcast. Back-to-back days. Oh, move my table closer. We're getting ready to get this one underway. North Penn versus Plymouth Whitemarsh. Let's go over the lineups in this game. Starting for the Colonials. Batting first, playing third base, number 3, Zoe Robinson. Batting second, the center fielder, number 5, Lori Flannery. Batting third, the catcher, number 22, Gia Bono. Batting fourth, number 25, designated player, Anna Powell. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 12, Liv Brzezinski. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 18, Lizzie Lanos. Batting seventh, number 8, the second baseman, Maddie Swift. Batting 8th, the shortstop, number 2, Jocelyn Perez. And batting 9th, the right fielder, number 1, Emily Dabrowski. So that's Robinson, Flannery, Bono, Powell, Brzezinski, Lanos, Swift, Perez, and Dabrowski. As for North Penn, as I have their last names, I'm going to read off. Batting first, the center fielder, number 4, Halfpenny. Batting second, number 25, the left fielder, Bergetti. Batting third, the third baseman, Spink, number 31. Batting fourth, number 3, G. Bativo. And batting fifth, number 18, A. Bativo. So I guess they're sisters. Number 5 will bat 6. She's the pitcher, Connolly. Batting 7th, Drummond, the shortstop. Batting 8th, the first baseman, Gork. And batting 9th, the DH, Howard. So with that being said, Colonials will start scoring first. And we'll get this one underway in just a few moments. Colonials are getting ready to get this one underway. Same with North Penn. Slight fan section here on both sides. There's a speaker. Let's describe the outfield like we did last time. No rain this time, please. Please, let's not do the rain thing again. But North Penn will wear all light blue uniforms with white socks and white cleats. That'll take the field alongside. Well, actually, first I think we're gonna get ready for the national anthem, which I'm not used to anyone else doing that's not Sam. But we'll get the national anthem underway as I see their jerseys. Colonials wear the blue uniform tops with red pants and navy blue socks. White numbers on the back with PW where the name would be, and on the front it says Colonials. Anyway, get this. I will be back with you after the national anthem. We're ready to get this one underway officially, even though I've now said that 3 different times, but we're actually ready to go this time. There's a bird that was flying directly. Robin's lowering and doesn't fly into the pole. Looked like he might have. Colonials getting ready to get on the field. They've had quite the week. They have had quite the week at this point.
Let's go.
Big, huge hill in left field. Very large hill. That's where Dad is standing this time. And we're getting this one underway. It looks like I have a little mini fan section because Mom and Grandpa are sitting right next to me, so they get to listen. So now I actually feel like I'm talking to someone and not just myself. That always feels nice. Had a lot of sitting and speaking and talking to myself over the last 3 days. But now to get this one underway will be Zoe Robinson. She'll stand in right side against Connolly, the pitcher. Colonials, the underdog here. The first pitch to Robinson's in there for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Robinson. Flannery waits on deck here, top of the first. 1 ball, no strikes to Zoe Robinson, the pitch. Down low, 2-0. I've gone all around the world with my spots. Sometimes I'm behind the plate, down the lines, behind center field. Anywhere and everywhere is where your broadcaster sits. This time we are down the third base line with the Colonial fan section. The pitch. Robinson takes. That one's also low. She's gone 3-0 to start the game. Colonials bringing some energy. North Penn, one of the best sports softball teams. 3-0 pitch to Robinson. She's yet to swing the bat in the game. The pitch. Robinson takes. That one's high, and a 4-pitch walk for Zoe Robinson to lead us off, and here comes Lori Flannery. Flannery will stand in. Robinson on first base. There's a flag on over the bullpen and right on down the first base line. There's no pitching mound down the left field line. The pitch. Flannery squares to bunt, and it's strike. No balls and 1 strike. People still filling in now. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Flannery takes. That one's a strike. Now it's 0-2. A failed bunt attempt. And now a taken strike. So from a 4-pitch walk to an 0-2 count. For North Penn, the pitch. Pitch is taken high and outside. We'll say one thing, she's fast. At least from this angle, it looks very fast. Now, this is closer than I was in the last 2 games, so a little different perception. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back, spoiled, foul. One goes over the dugout to the right side. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Robinson on first base. Colonials leading this one off here on Memorial Weekday weekend Friday. The pitch. Taps it foul. It was an off-speed pitch. Got her reaching. But stays alive. It remains 1-2. Outfield, infield pretty straight away. Third baseman right in front of the bag at third. First base, same deal, holding the runner on. And the pitch. Flannery swings, hits one in the air, right center field, overs the center fielder, coming in, making the catch. And that'll be out number 1. So here comes Gia Bono, the catcher. We've been dealing with rain over the last few days, and I do not see rain right now. It is cloudy, no sun, but definitely not rain. Just about 67 degrees outside today. The pitch. Bono takes high and outside. That one kept rising. We're going to hope a rain-free game today. As I say that, I feel a drizzle. So, so much for that. The pitch to Bono. Takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gia Bono. Robinson with the leadoff walk. And literally as I started talking about weather, it starts to drizzle. Why am I not surprised? 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Way upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out, runner at first base is Robinson. Still more people coming in as I speak. The pitch. Bono takes low. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike on Gia Bono. Long at bats. 1 out. Slight breeze. And the pitch. Takes a strike, low and inside. It runs full. She's been a little bit low with the pitches so far, as I've seen the misses and then some misses high, but not missing anywhere in the zone. 3-2, 1 out. Robinson at first base. And the pitch. Bono takes, that's high, ball 4, and she's walked 2 in the first inning. So runner in scoring position now is Robinson. Here comes Anna Powell. Powell will stand in. Robinson at second base. Gia Bono over there at first. Powell steps into the box. 2 walks and a fly out here in the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Yeah, I'm fine. You're fine. 1 ball, no balls, and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike, the pitch. Powell takes a strike. It's 0-2. So we've had a 4-pitch walk, then an 0-2 count results in a fly out, then a 3-2 count and a walk, and now an 0-2 count, and we'll see how this one comes. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Powell. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Behind that one, and there's 2 outs. Now Liv Brzezinski will come up. I am trying to see. We're going to get the courtesy runner as Antonucci will make her way out there. Antonucci, the courtesy runner, running for Bono at first. So now you've got incredible speed at first base. You've got Bono, you've got Robinson on second base. And Liv Brzezinski at the plate. Brzezinski stands in, the pitch is swung on and missed a little bit late. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. First inning, runner at scoring position, 2 girls on via the walk. The pitch, that's inside, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the first inning. The pitch. Brzezinski pops it up, foul out of play, and it goes to 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Brzezinski swings, hits one towards the middle, fielded by the second baseman, flips to second, no one there. There's a light dribbler, or a light fly ball that just kind of was very low to the ground. The second baseman couldn't really do anything with it and flips to second, so an infield single for Brzezinski, and now the bases are full. Speed on second. Now, there was no play at second base. She got to the ball too late, so now Brzezinski will get the courtesy runner as number 6, Katie Dean, will run for Brzezinski. Number 6, courtesy runner. So Robinson on third, Antonucci on second, and Dean over there at first base. Bases loaded, chance for the Colonials with 2 outs, and here comes Lanos. Big play yesterday in the field and at the plate. The pitch. Lanos takes, that's down low for a strike. It's no balls and 1 strike to Lanos. She made the diving play at the plate to tag out the game, the tying run, and the RBI single to bring home the winning run. Here she's down 0-2. For North Penn, big spot to try to get out of, and for the Colonials, big spot to try to get on the board first. Lanos stands in. It's 0-2 the pitch. Takes way outside. Nice play by the catcher to keep that one there. She jumped outside to grab it, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases full of Colonials here in the first inning. Lanos. The pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. It remains 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Robinson on third via a walk. Antonucci on second, running for Bono, who walked. And Lanos and Dean over at first via the infield single by Brzezinski. Base is full, the pitch. Lanos takes down low. That one almost rolled in there. Never really over the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was too low to really swing at. So it's 2-2 with 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the first, the pitch. Lanos swings and misses. 2 strikeouts in the inning. The Colonials leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. And North Penn coming up. Well, we go into the bottom of the first inning. Halfpenny will stand in at the plate, number 4. North Penn starting. Brzezinski on the mound. Colonials defense will go over. So Halfpenny, interesting last name. And the pitch. Halfpenny takes. That one's a strike. If you're going to talk loud, move over, Deb. Halfpenny, number 4, stands in right side. An 0-1 pitch from Brzezinski is taken. It's 0-2. Brzezinski pitching. Lizzie Lanos over at first base. Maddie Swift at second. Rounding out the left side is Perez at short and Robinson over at third. And the pitch. Takes up high. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catching is Bono, and then in the outfield, you've got Dabrowski in right, Yoselinas in left, and Flannery in center field. As that one's taken low for ball 2. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's not exactly what I would call warm outside, but it's also not cold outside. It's sweatshirt. It's shorts. It's probably sweatshirt and pants weather. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. It goes over the fencing, and it will remain 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Down low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Leadoff batter, Halfpenny. Pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. Over is Dabrowski. She'll get there and make the catch. And that's out number 1. F9, 1 out. And here comes Burgetti. Make sure I'm saying that right. Burgetti, the left fielder, batting in the 2-hole from the left side. The pitch swung on, fouled back, rolls very, very far. To those people that are coming down, the woman kicks it, and then the guy will pick it up and walk it in. The pitch swung on, tapped down the third base line, foul. Robinson did not touch it. It went past her glove, and it remains 0-2. That was close. Robinson, I think, tried to glove it, but it rolled foul just past her. So you go to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Burgetti here in the first. The pitch from Brzezinski is taken. Strike 3, got her looking. 2 outs. She was getting ready to slap that pitch, but Brzezinski stunned her looking. So now batting, probably the power hitter, number 31. Almost dropped the phone. Smink. And the pitch. Swings, hits it to short, lines out. Perez catches it. And the Colonials put North Penn down 1-2-3. We go to the second. No score. Well, we're getting back to the game here in the second. Top of the second inning. No score. Swift, Perez, and Dabrowski, 7, 8, 9 up for the Colonials. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Behind it. It's 0-1. This pitcher is very fast. The Colonials are going to have to figure out a way to get to her. No balls and 1 strike the pitch. Swift bunts, goes back towards the mound, and it'll be a flip toss over to first base. Good bunt, but right back towards the pitcher. Bunt, 1 out. So here comes Perez, senior shortstop for the Colonials, number 2. Perez stands in right side. The pitch. Takes a strike. It's 0-1. Feeling like I'm half paranoid of every cloud looks like a gray rain cloud after the last 2 days. And tomorrow and Saturday it's supposed to be really rainy. The pitch. Down low, doesn't even make it to the plate. It bounced on the way there. Off speed is it's non-noticeable there. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out on the bunt. On the ground out on the bunt. No score here in the second inning, the pitch. Perez fouls it straight back. The scoreboard is yet to change to inning number 2. I don't know why we can't go to places and people can't just click buttons the right way. Even at home, no one gets the scoreboards right. Scoreboards are always a question mark. I wonder who does the scoreboards. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. She was just completely late on that pitch. That pitch came in a lot faster than I think they were expecting. And that's the 3rd strikeout of the day for North Penn. So here comes Dabrowski. Dabrowski will stand in with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. She bunts. That's in front of the mound. Third baseman will come, scoop it up, fire to first. So 2 bunts that were down, but didn't seem to matter. 3 outs. 1, 2, 3 go the Colonials fairly quickly. We go to the bottom of the bottom of the second. No score. I really would think I would learn from my mistakes from the past of wearing Crocs when it's cold outside. But no, I did not. So, Bativo, the first of the 2 of the sisters, will come up to bat now. So she comes up from Maddie Batavia, or Gabby Batavia. Left-handed batter. Stands in. Against Brzezinski, the pitch. Takes a little bit high, ball 1. It's 1-0. Bottom of the second inning, no score. 1, 2, 3 in the first, hoping for the same result here. The pitch. Swung on, hit foul. Over is Mr. Culp, but he decides to play it on a bounce in foul territory. I guess he didn't want to break a hand or something trying to grab the ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Takes outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. I feel like the most entertaining part of commentating games is commentating where the ball goes when it's foul. There's no street. Well, there is a street. If you were to hit a home run at the street, would be the time you're getting it to a street, as that pitch is a little bit high. 3 balls and 1 strike. You would have to hit about a 255-foot home run down the right field line, dead on the line, for it to hit the street here. The pitch. Takes outside and a 5-pitch walk. First base runner of the day for North Penn. Now there's a big hill in left field, so that won't do anything to the ball. So now the other Batavio sister is both left-handers. Runner at first base. Brzezinski fires. The pitch is taken for strike. It's 0-1. Runner on first base, second inning. Robinson's about 5 steps in at third base. Perez is in the normal shortstop spot. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The fence is normal height. Higher. It's like a all fenced-in stadium here. The pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. It remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first base off after the leadoff walk. And the 5-hole hitter stands in. Brzezinski gets ready and fires. Swing and a miss. Got her. Second strikeout for Brzezinski. And that's out number 1. Here comes the pitcher. A right-handed batter, Connolly. Yeah, right. It's always feels nice when you actually said the name correctly. Pitch. Swung on, hit down the first base line. It's foul, just barely. It's 0-1. Very light swing there by Connolly. Looks like a pretty powerful hitter. From the stance, she's got an elbow guard on her left arm. White elbow guard. And pitch. Takes upstairs. Bono fires back to first, but back there safely is Bativo. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out on the strikeout. Runner on first and a walk. The pitch. Swung on, hit off the glove of Brzezinski over towards second base, so they'll get the out there. As Brzezinski slowed it down by hitting off of her glove, and that'll be out number 2. So technically that's a 1-4-6. That's a weird scoring because Swift picked it up and had to toss it to Perez. So 1-4-6. That's actually a fielder's choice, 1-4-6. I gotta write that up here. 1-4-6. 2 outs. And you're on first base. There is a courtesy runner. I didn't hear who they said, so there's just a runner at first base. We're just going to call it Connolly. So number 7 will stand in, who's Drummond, right-handed batter. And the pitch. Looks to bunt, swings and misses. 2 outs. Two outs. No balls and 1 strike. Looks to bunt, pulls it back, swings, pops it up over towards the fence, and it's just out of play. And it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Pitch. Swing and a foul. Remains 0-2. I have no balls and 2 strikes. Alana Drummond. The pitch. Down low. Bono fires to second base. It goes too high over the head of Perez, but the runner will steal and be kept there at second base because Swift was there as beautiful backup. So stolen base and a runner in scoring position in 1 ball and 2 strike count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brzezinski fires the pitch. Takes upstairs. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brzezinski, the pitch. Swing and a miss! Got her! 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brzezinski. They leave a runner in scoring position. We go to the top of the 3rd. No score. So Zoe Robinson will stand in for the Colonials, her 2nd at bat of the day. She walked on 4 pitches to lead the game off. Pitch. Robinson takes a strike. It's 0-1. Top of the 3rd inning. No score. Robinson. It's ready. The pitch is taken. A little bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. A little bit high, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Robinson. The pitch. Robinson swings, fouls it off right side. I can't see it anymore. I don't really have the angle to see where the ball is going right now, if it's over to the right. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Flannery waits on deck. The pitch. Down low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count runs full. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 1st inning. Top of the 3rd inning. 1st inning. Why did I say that for? The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch was low. That probably would have been ball 4. That's out number 1. Here comes Flannery. Lori Flannery will stand in now. 1 out in the 3rd. Flannery stands in, wiggles her back foot a bit, points the bat towards center field, and gets ready. The pitch. Flannery takes strike 1. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. It's ready. The pitch. Flannery takes high. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bono waiting on deck. Flannery at the plate. Flew out her last time up. The first person in the game for PW to make any solid contact. The pitch. Flannery takes low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Flannery. Nobody on. 3rd inning, no score. 1 out. And the pitch. Flannery takes a strike. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out on the strikeout by Robinson here in the 3rd. Pink bat for Flannery. Holds it back. Connolly gets ready on the mound. The pitch. Swung on, grounded right back to the mound. And tosses over to first base. And that's out number 2. 1-3 on the putout. Another hard hit ball for Flannery. 2 hard hits on the day. Here comes Bono. So Bono will stand in. 2 outs. 3rd inning. Bono gets ready. The pitch. Bono swings, pops it up, and that'll go out of play towards the net. Batting cage net, it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Bono walked her first time up, worked along at bat, and then walked. Number 22. The pitch. Down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the 3rd. Bono stands at a 1-1 count. No score in the 3rd round of the playoffs in districts. The pitch. Bono takes. That's a strike. Low part of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bono. Colonials have been retired the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the last 6 girls. After the long 1st inning. The 1-2 takes upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just felt another drizzle on my neck, but don't think there's going to be too much of that today. Just looks cloudy if you're trying to go outside on Saturday, tomorrow. Good luck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on line, backed up the middle. That's a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Bono around first. She's on her way to second. She will get there with a slide. Gia Bono with a rocket double to the right center field gap, and there's a runner in scoring position for Anna Powell. Bono will exit. Antonucci will come in to run. A rocket double. And that puts a runner in scoring position for Anna Powell. Struck out on 3 pitches her last time up. Powell will stand in. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Pitch tailing away and low. Runner in scoring position for the second time this game for the Colonials. They're 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. The pitch. Powell takes. That's a strike. It's 0-2. Still moving over. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Powell, swing and a miss. Back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts for Powell. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score. So now Groark will stand in. Pitch. Fouled straight back, and that will roll in front of the warming up Tegan Stanley. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on. Hit back towards the middle. Swift will field. Fire to first. It's out number 1. 4-3. Bless you, Grandpa. Make sure to acknowledge the sneezing people on my broadcast. So here comes Howard. Gianna Howard, the designated hitter, or the designated player for the catcher. Pitch. Takes a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Brzezinski working through the lineup. 1 base runner allowed at this point. The pitch is taken. That's high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another round of people are walking in now. The pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Under it is Swift. Makes the catch. That's out number 2. F4, 2 outs. And here comes Halfpenny, the leadoff hitter. Jayla Halfpenny, right-handed batter. Stands in the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Straight up. Under it is Robinson. Makes the catch in foul territory. And another really quick inning. 5-pitch inning for the Colonials. We go to the 4th. No score. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. Liv Brzezinski doing great on the mound, trying to do great things at the plate. It'll be Brzezinski, Lanos, and Swift. Brzezinski singled her first time up on that looping single. Slight drizzles again, I see, out in the horizon. Pitch. Down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. There's definitely more of a drizzle now, which I don't appreciate. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. Brzezinski swings and fouls it right side. It goes over towards the fan bleachers. or fairly packed down that side. It's a little bit more of a packed house on the right side because there's not as big of a little hill or anything to sit, so they're all crammed in this little bleacher area. Okay, well now it's actually drizzling. Swing and a miss. To Brzezinski. Please don't do this again. I've done too much rain over the last 3 days. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maybe this was our penalty for having 96-degree weather. The pitch. That one didn't make it to the plate. Another rolled in breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Close up my camera bag. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Down low, 2-2, 3-2. Uber Freight. The truck just went by. Uber Freight. What are we bringing freight over as an Uber now? What's happening? 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Brzezinski swings, hits one to second base, backhanded by the second baseman, goes to first, out number 1. Good play at second base. 4-3, 1 out. If I sit over top of this book enough, it won't get wet. And I don't want my book to get wet. Lanos will stand in. She struck out her first time up. No score in the 4th inning. The pitch. Lanos takes. That's a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. That's a raindrop. That's another raindrop. Pitch. Takes low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. We're just gonna do this. Put the raincoat over the book when the pitch is not, and do what I did for the baseball game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Lanos hits it foul right side behind those bleachers and over to a couple kids that are playing over there. So it goes to 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I might actually open up my computer bag and do it that way. The pitch. Down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This I can fire open and I can put the book in there. The pitch. Swung on, shot to center field. That one's gonna roll again towards the wall, but this time cut off by the center fielder. And Lizzie Lanos is on first base with 1 out. With a cheer and claps her hands yelling, "Let's go" at first. So Maddie Swift will stand in. That's not going to work. I really need another coat. Lizzie Lanos. Maddie Swift. Okay, I screwed this up. Maddie Swift will stand in now. The pitch. Swift bunts in front of the mound to field it, and the ball's thrown up the first base line. Lanos will be at third, and see, you forced them to make a play, and they made a mistake. Spiked the throw to first base. Now runners on the corners with 1 out. Bunt single for Maddie Swift. Perfect bunt. Lanos goes all the way up to third base, and here comes Perez with a chance to drive in the run. The Colonials, I guess, play better when it's raining. I don't prefer the rain, but whatever works. And the pitch. Perez takes up high, way up high. And Maddie Swift will take second base, as there was no one there. So Swift will walk over to second base, 1 ball and no strikes to Perez. Grandpa, can I use your bag for your chair? Let's go, Josh! Thank you. Pitch is swung on and missed. So now I have this that I can put. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. That one's low, called a strike. Perez can't really believe that at third base, and I don't think a lot of people like that call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're not going to record the count because it's raining and I need to keep my book preserved somehow. The pitch, Perez fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. What's sports without rain? 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 in scoring position for the Colonials.
Here we go, Josh!
Single could score 2 runs. The pitch. Perez fouls it back. She keeps working the count. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. It doesn't even look like it should be raining, but again, why would I question things? 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out to Perez at the plate. Dabrowski waits it on deck. The pitch. Perez takes. That one's called strike 3. And she'll go back to the dugout looking. 2 outs. Dabrowski bunted her last time. Was out that time doing it. Colonials trying not to leave girls in scoring position for the 3rd time this game. 3rd time in 4 innings, PW's had a runner in scoring position. They're yet to score. The pitch. That one's a strike. It's 0-1. Rain falling a little bit harder now. 1 ball, no balls and 1 strike, 2 outs to the 9-hitter Dabrowski as Robinson waits on deck. The pitch Dabrowski takes. That's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position, Lanos and Swift. That one's a strike. Low part of the zone. Colonials struggling to get the bat off their shoulders right now. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 9-hitter Dabrowski, the pitch. Dabrowski swings, puts it to first base, but it'll be unassisted, and the Colonials yet again leave girls in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score. So we're back. I now have an umbrella. I have one in the car, but I just can't get over to it right now. So it'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters. And the girl is yet to come to the plate. There we go. A little bit windy. The pitch is bunted foul out of play. It actually goes all the way out of play and rolls. There's no one there to pick it up yet. Now it's just windy, chilly, and rainy. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch is taken. That one's a strike. I need to set up a little bit. Pitch is down low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch. Swung on, tapped to second base. Swift will field, fire to first. 4-3, 1 out. I'm like, what's happening? Is that? I think that's fine if I leave that there. It's still good audio. I don't have enough hands. So Smink will stand in. That was a baseball player's walk-up song, the song they're playing. The pitch. Swinging ground ball to shortstop. Perez will field it on a bounce, fire to first, and a one pitch, 2 outs. One pitch hit batter to swung first pitch both times. Took me a while to get to that one. 6-3, 2 outs. Gabby Batuvio will stand in now. Batuvio's 0 for 0 with a walk. And then got caught in that fielder's choice. The first pitch to her is taken outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Pitch is swung on, line off the glove of Swift and into right field for a base hit. That took a short hop on Maddie Swift, so 2 outs and a runner on first base. That's not an out. So now the other Batuvio sister will stand in. Struck out her first time up. Runner on first base here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Serious speed on first base. 0-1. 2 outs. 4th inning. The pitch. Takes. That one's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 4th inning. No score. Runner at first base on the short hopper to second. 8 up, Swift, the pitch. Takes up high. Bono's fire to second base, goes into center field. Flannery's there to back it up so she won't go any farther. And a stolen base puts a runner in scoring position. The pitch was a ball, I'm pretty sure. Two balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. That one bangs off of the shipping container. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. Brzezinski gets out of the inning. We go to the 5th. PW 0, North Penn 0. Let's go. Fan cheering section of Mr. Galusha yelling at Mr. Perez as my stuff goes flying. Now it's windy too. So it'll be Zoe Robinson, Lori Flannery, and Gia Bono due up here in the 5th. No score on the backs of a great pitching performance so far from Brzezinski through 4 innings. The pitch. Robinson hits it foul over the bleachers on the right side. It's no balls and 1 strike. Pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2. Too difficult. No balls and 2 strikes. Flannery doing a little bit of a shimmy dance over there in the on-deck circle. The pitch rolls in there. Whatever off-speed pitch that is, it's not getting there. Multiple times today, it is just not getting there. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Robinson comes in a moment. Robinson swings, fouls it off again. That one takes a little right-handed bounce and remains 1-2.
Pay attention.
One ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 5th. The pitch. Swinging a tapper up towards the mound. They fire over to first, and that's out number 1. 1-3, 1 out. Lori Flannery will stand in now. Flannery is 0 for 2, but 2 hard hit balls. The pitch. Flannery takes a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Flannery. The pitch. Flannery shoots it towards the mound. It goes off the mound. The second baseman will field, but throws it away. And Flannery will beat it out. Infield hit for Flannery after, I guess that's an error on the second baseman, right? Yeah, error on the second baseman, so she reaches on an E4. And it'll put Bono at the plate. Doubled her last time up, walked her first time. She's been on base twice. One out, timeout called by Bono. Now she steps back in, Flannery on first. 1 out here in the 5th inning. No score. Pitch to Bono, takes up high. They want to throw back, they don't do it. 1 ball and no strikes. I just wrote 1 ball, no strikes. And timeout. No, I can take mine. Because I don't like the handle. Pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play, and foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bono waits in the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. That one's deep. Back under it is the left fielder. She'll make the catch. And that'll be out number 2. Just got under it a little bit. Anna Powell will stand in now. Powell's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Two outs. Pitch. Takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Powell takes low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Powell as the rain falls. Harder now, the pitch. Powell takes. That's a ball inside. No, it's not. Never mind. Umpire just took way too long to call it a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpires that are slow to make strike calls are the worst. The pitch. Powell swings, dribbles it foul. Rolls all the way towards the warning track. And it will remain 1-2 to Anna Powell. Brzezinski waits on deck. No score here in the 5th inning. Here in a rainy 5th inning. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5th inning, Flannery at first base. Reached on the error. The pitch. Powell swings, hits it high. Over down the first base line, and 2 girls run into each other. If one of them called it off, maybe one of them would have caught it, but they ran into each other, and the ball kind of drops between them. We'll take that break. It will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Connolly steps back in. The pitch. Flannery goes. Powell swings and misses. Strikes out for her 3rd time today. Colonials leave a runner in scoring, not in scoring position, but on base this time. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score. 5, 6, and 7 due up. 5, 6, and 7 due up for North Penn as I just smacked myself with my mechanical pencil. Rain is still falling. Connolly, Drummond, and Groark. 6, 7, and 8 due up. First pitch is low from Brzezinski. 1 ball and no strikes here in the 5th inning. No score yet. Feels like a game that could end 1-0 either way. The pitch. Takes strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike, 5th inning. Connolly at the plate, the pitcher. She stands in from the right side. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Just got a piece of it. It goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes, nobody out, top of the 5th. Brzezinski sets ready at the mound. Twitches her hand a few times, grabs the ball. The pitch is taken for strike 3, got her looking. Another strikeout for Brzezinski, that's out number 1. That was her 5th strikeout. So now here comes Drummond, the shortstop. One out. The pitch. Takes a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Here in the 5th. The pitch. Swung on, shot through the middle. That's a base hit. Flannery will pick it up on a knee. And a base runner for North Penn as here comes the 8-hitter first baseman Groark. Left-handed batter. The girl Drummond looks like a hitter. She has all the things of an annoying hitter. Like the person who's always on base. The pitch is a strike. That's the shortstop there has that thing of the girl you want on your team, but you don't want to face. 0-1. Pitch. Takes a strike, 0-2. I think it's 0-2. Yeah, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Groark, the pitch. Swing and a miss, got her. 6 strikeout for Brzezinski. 2 outs. But here comes Howard. Right-handed batter. Popped out to second base her last time up. Popped out to second base. The pitch. Swung on, hit right towards second base. And that'll do it. For North Penn, we go to the 6th. Still no score. Mr. Morrow,
Yes, sir.
can you move a little bit so I can see? Thank you. Thank you. Here comes Brzezinski. Pitching a masterclass so far. Here in the 6th, top of the 6th inning. The pitch. Brzezinski takes low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. She's 1 for 2 today. Single in the 1st. And a ground out back in the 4th inning. The pitch takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. Colonials have had a few chances in this game, but not able to get anything across. Just stay here, Umbrella. Please stop. The pitch. Brzezinski fouls it back. That will hit the fencing of the football, of the extra football field. 2 balls and 1 strike to Brzezinski. Right-handed batter, holds the bat high above her head. Pitcher sets and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 6th inning, no score. Feels like the first person to score will win. The pitch. Brzezinski taps it foul, or kind of lunges out there for that pitch and gets it to go foul. It remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Brzezinski at the plate. 6th inning, no one scored yet. 5, 6, and 7 for the Colonials. The pitch is taken for strike 3. Got her looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th strikeout for the pitcher, and I wrote an 8 in the box. That is so not helpful. Leno singled her last time up. She's 1 for 2. The pitch takes a strike. That's a fastball. It's 0-1. Colonials had a chance in the 1st, a chance in the 3rd, a chance in the 4th. The pitch takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Even though the North Penn dugout didn't really like it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch takes a strike, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, 6th inning, no score. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 6th inning. The pitch. Lanos takes low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a terrible looking K. I'm looking at my book. Backwards Ks are the worst ones because I just can't write it well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Lanos high chopper to short. It eats up the shortstop, and Lanos will be safe at first base. autograph pop. Would that be a hit or a single? I'm thinking a single. Infield single for Lanos as that one eats up the shortstop. So, well, we're gonna go single. I think so because of the short hopper. So runner on first base and Swift is up. She's got a bunt single her last time up. I don't know if she's gonna bunt this time. The pitch, she will. It's gonna go foul, and it's 0-1. She has that home run on the senior day that I commentated that game, so she has power. She's also a very, very good bunter and has a lot of speed. Trying to force him to make a mistake. The pitch. Takes down low. One ball, one strike. Time is called. This is Maddie Swift. One ball, one strike, one out. Perez is having a slight conference at the plate with the umpire, and they're going to get the change. They're going to get number 9, Tegan Stanley, to run at first base. Stanley is a runner. One ball, one strike, one out. Swift. One ball, one strike, one out. Stanley over at first base running for Lanos. The pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, two strikes. Perez waiting on deck. One ball, two strikes, one out. It is chilly. The pitch. Swift hits one in the air deep. Left center field, backing up as the center fielder at the wall, makes the catch. And that'll be out number 2. Swift gave it a ride, but it's an out. F8, 2 outs, and here comes Perez. She struck out, swinging her first time up, looking her second time. 2 hits for 3 line drive hits in this game by the Colonials. That one was just missed. Like I said, Swift has some power. Here comes Perez. The pitch. Perez takes up high. Stanley gets back to first base. 1 ball, no strikes. Dabrowski waits on deck. 6th inning, no score. And pitcher takes time. Don't really think it's raining anymore. And keep light drizzle. Fouled back, spoiled to the right side. Not as heavy as it was at one point, but still light drizzle. I think I've experienced every form of rain that I could broadcast through over the last 2 days, 3.5 days, 2.5 days. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch to Perez is swung on, hit foul right past the first base coach, who does a little shimmy to get out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 6th inning. Gets ready. Pitch. Perez fouls it off. And it'll remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. 6th inning, no score. Colonials with another runner on base. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of the 6th inning, the Colonials have had a runner on base. The pitch. Takes. That one's inside. Throw to second, not in time. Stolen base for Stanley. That one was very close. And the count runs 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez with a chance with the runner in scoring position. Runner will be off. With there being only 2 outs, Colonials a chance to score the first run of the game. Another chance. The pitch. Perez takes low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second is Stanley. 6th inning, no score.
So the scoreboard said 3.
I think it's 3. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The scoreboard said 3 before the pitch.
Oh, before the pitch. Yeah, it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The scoreboard is wrong. I had 3 too. I knew it was 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is why you can't rely on the scoreboard. The scoreboards are normally wrong. The umpire behind the plate, and if you're writing it down, you know what the pitch was. So 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Perez waits. Runner at second base is Stanley. The 3-2. Takes. The strike 3 called. Got her looking. Perez struck out 3 times. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score. Sixth inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the lineup up again for North Penn. Top of the lineup, Half Penny will lead it off. Half Penny, Brigitti, and Smink. Half Penny's 0 for 2, flew out twice today, 1 to right and 1 to third. And the pitch. Pitch is bunted in front of the plate. Brzezinski will field, fire to first, and that'll be out. Number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. 1-3 on the put out. 1 out, and here's Brigetti. Brigetti, the slap-hitting left-handed batter, or at least feels like they can slap hit. 1 out, the pitch. Swung on, hit to third. Perez fields, fires to first, gets her out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. 6-3 on the put out, 2 outs. And here comes Smink, who swung at the first pitch, back-to-back plate appearances. I would be interested if she's planning on swinging first pitch again. 2 outs on 2 pitches. The pitch, down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes, 6th inning, no score. The pitch takes, that's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. To Smink, third baseman, lined out to second. What? Oh, I thought it was the pitch. Swung on, grounded. That one's hit to left field, fielded by Yazelinas. And it'll be a single for Smink. So now will be Bativo. Been on base both times. Walked back in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. The short hop single off of Swift, so it was a ground ball. A little bit of a check by Perez. And I guess they're checking something now. number 18. Two outs, runner at first base. Bativo at the plate, but we wait for to check the pitch. Pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. 6th inning, no score, runner at first base. One ball, no strikes, the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bativo at the plate. The pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line. That will go foul, just barely. The coach at third base thought it was fair, and the umpire said very clearly, it did not, coach. I was right there. The umpire didn't want any bit of argument. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brzezinski on the mound. Gets ready. The pitch. Takes just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Guess they didn't want to ring her up again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 6th inning, the pitch. Taken, that's a ball. She did not offer. It looked like she might have gone around. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bono thought she did. Pitch was about the same spot. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, the pitch. Swung on, hit towards second base, and Maddie Swift is there. The Colonials get out of another inning. We go to the 7th. Still no score.
Who's up, Kev?
We enter the 7th inning. The Colonials will have 9, 1, and 2 due up. Dabrowski, Robinson, and Flannery. Dabrowski's 0 for 2 with the bunt out and a pop up to third. Or not a pop out, a ground out to third base. It is chilly. The pitch. Dabrowski bunts. That's in front of the mound, fielded by the first baseman, fired over to first. Covered at second, so 3. Great bunt. Now Zoe Robinson will come up. Robinson walked her first time up in the first, struck out in the third, and grounded out to the pitcher her last time, but it was a rocket to the pitcher. 7th inning, no score. The pitch. Robinson swing and a miss. That pitch came in and a little extra juice on it. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 7th inning, no score. Pitch to Robinson, swung on and fouled back. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 7th inning. The pitch. Robinson swings and fouls it off again, right side, behind the dugout. It will remain 0-2. Flannery waits on deck. 1 out, 7th inning, no score. Umpires trying to get a ball back. They do. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 7th inning again. 0-0. Robinson, the leadoff hitter for the Colonials. The pitch. Robinson swings, shoots it back up the middle. That's a base hit. And a rocket hit for Zoe Robinson. And they've got a runner on for Lori Flannery. So Flannery will stand in with the runner on first base. Flew out to the center fielder in the first inning. Grounded out to the pitcher in the third. And reached on the error on the hard hit ball to second base. Flannery will stand in. The pitch. Takes a little bit outside. In the left-handed batter's box, 1 ball and no strikes. Robinson on first as the Colonials continue to have a runner on base in every inning except for the second. The pitch. Flannery takes high, 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, 7th inning. Flannery stands in. Points the bat up. Takes a deep breath. 2 more practice swings and pulls it back to get set. A pitch. Down low. 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes to Flannery. Robinson on first. Bono waiting on deck. The 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Flannery. And there's now 2 on for Gia Bono. Catcher comes out. I don't know. I guess Lori wanted to have a conversation, but Lori starts coming over and then runs back and kind of trips over her own feet. Trying to get more dirty out there. Dirtier. So Robinson at second base, Flannery at first base. Gia Bono stands in. She's been on base twice, walked in the first, doubled to right center, back in the third, and then just missed on a hard fly out to left field. Her last time up. 1 out, 7th inning, still no score. Bono at the plate. Runner in scoring position for the Colonials. Again. Bono stands in. The pitch. Fouled back. Big swing. Just fouled it straight back. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Seventh inning, no score. Robinson at second base in scoring position. Flannery over at first on the walk. Bono stands in. The pitch. Takes. That's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 7th inning, still no score. Connolly gets ready on the mound. The pitch. Down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second base. And the pitch to Bono. Swung on, fouled. Down and stopped not very well by the hobbling Marty Flannery. One ball and 2 strikes. Not being the foul ball magnet that we saw a few weeks ago. 1 out. The pitch. Bono takes strike 3, got her looking. And that's out number 2. That one hurts. 2 outs now. Here comes Anna Powell. She struck out 3 times today, all swinging. The pitch. Powell takes. That one's low. 1 ball, no strikes. Brzezinski waits on deck. Powell trying to drive in that first run of the game for the Colonials. Here in the 7th inning. The pitch. Fouled straight back. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is he finding you? One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brzezinski waiting on deck. Robinson at second base on the rocket single to center field. Flannery walked on 4 pitches. And Bono then struck out looking. That's how we got here. The pitch. Down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Forgot to mention the Dabrowski bunt ground out. So 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. No score. Powell waiting at the plate. Connolly at the mound. The pitch. Powell swings and pops it up on the infield. Under it's the second baseman, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and North Penn's got a chance to walk it off. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still no score. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. On this very chilly Friday afternoon, where I now can't feel my feet because I'm wearing Crocs with no socks. Seventh inning. Bativo struck out her last 2 times at the plate. The pinch. Swung on, hit to left field. That's in for a base hit. And a leadoff single for North Penn, who has to score 1 run and they would win. So here comes the pitcher, Connolly. One swing of the bat away from a win for North Penn. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play. And it's 0-1. Runner on first base is Bativo. Seventh inning, the pitch. Swung on, hit to second, caught by Swift, goes back to first, she's there. Back in time. L4, 1 out. One out in the 7th. Here comes Drummond, the shortstop, singled back in the 5th and struck out in the 2nd inning. Runner at first, the pitch, bunted in front of the plate. Robinson will field, fire to first, that's 2 outs. 5-3, 2 outs. Runner moves up into scoring position, but there's 2 outs, and here comes Rourke, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out to second base in the 3rd and a strikeout swinging in the 5th inning. The runner on second is the winning run. I can't feel my toes anymore, but we're here. 2 outs, 7th inning, no score. 8-hitter. 0 for 2 today. The pitch. Takes up high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 7th inning, 2 outs. Winning run at second base. The pitch from Brzezinski. Swung on, grounded to first. And we'll go to the 8th. Lizzie takes it unassisted to first base, and we go to the 8th inning. Still no score. Extra innings. We go shivering into the 8th inning. Brzezinski, Lanos, and Swift do up for the Colonials. 8th inning, no score. Brzezinski stands in the pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play. You're fine. No balls and 1 strike, 8th inning. No score. Brzezinski reached on a single in the first. Grounded out to second in the 4th. Swung on and fouled this one off. Over to the 2 people playing over there. It's 0-2. She struck out looking back in the 6th inning. And now comes up here in extras in the 8th. Ooh. Been commentating in all different types of weather. The pitch. Swinging a tapper, hit to third, fielded by the third baseman, fires to first. And she's out at third base. I'm sure you can hear. I can't seem to understand how she's out at first base, but she is. 5-3, 1 out.
No, he sucks. He's getting on the ref.
And we're here. Lanos is up now. The pitch. Lanos takes. Ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. 8th inning. The pitch. Lanos takes a strike. It's 1-1. Everyone's sitting here cold. If you're not sitting, you're walking around in circles trying to keep warm. We went from 102 heat index on Tuesday to teeth chattering on Friday. 1 ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out, 8th inning, 0-0. 1 ball, 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out here in the 8th. The pitch. Swing on, right back to the mound. Quick hop, picked up, and that will be out number 2. 1-3 on the put out, 2 outs. Here comes Maddie Swift. Singled in the 4th, gave 1 a ride in the 6th. Still no score, 8th inning.
I know what I'm doing. Called him out.
2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That pitch was low. No balls and 1 strike. 8th inning, 0-0. Top of the 8th. The pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 8th inning. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
the rule book, but it's just understood that that's the way it's called.
2 outs. The pitch. Swift rockets one back up the middle. That's a base hit. And a 2-out single for Maddie Swift, and that'll bring up Jocelyn Perez, who's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Or if it's a bang play on the other team and you pull them out, it's also...
So runner at first base is Swift, and yet again the Colonials have another runner on base. Perez, and then Dabrowski waits on deck. She worked a good at bat back in the 3rd, and back in the 6th. The pitch. Perez fouls it back. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch. Takes, that one's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the 8th inning. One and one. The pitch. Perez dribbles one over to first, knocked down by the first baseman, then tags the bag. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score, and North Penn with another shot to walk it off. We're here in the bottom of the 8th inning. I feel like it's getting colder as the game goes on. Eighth inning. 9-1-2 due up. The first pitch is taken up high for ball 1. Howard's 0 for 2. 9-1-2. The pitch. A little bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. Popped up to second base her first time up and then lined out to second base. The pitch. That one's taken for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 8th inning. Colonials trying to force a 9th. North Penn trying to win. Pitch. Takes a strike. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strike. Mom, all my toes are probably white by now. So stop complaining about your hands. The pitch. Foul back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Soon we're going to be numb head to toe, as long as this game goes on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 8th inning, the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field, under it's Dabrowski, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. F9, 1 out, now the leadoff girls 0 for 3. Halfpenny's 0 for 3, flew out to right field in the 1st inning, flew out, popped up to third base in the 3rd, and then grounded out to the pitcher in the 6th. She'll come up here in the 8th, trying to start something for North Penn. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Swung on, fouled back again. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 8th inning, no score. 1 out. 0-2 on the batter, Halfpenny. Right-handed batter, leadoff girl, the pitch. Takes a little bit high. Calm down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. The pitch. Down low. She started and then held back. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. 8th inning, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, hit towards shortstop into left field for a base hit. 1 out single. And the winning run's at first base. Here comes Bergetti, who's also 0 for 3. Struck out looking in the first. Grounded out to second in the fourth. Then grounded out to short in the sixth. That was swinging at the first pitch. Please don't start raining again. Eighth inning, no score. Bergetti at the plate, the pitch. She bunts in front of the plate. Brzezinski will field, fire to first, guts her out there. No one covering the bag at third. And the runner will move all the way up from first to third. There's 2 outs. 1-3, 2 outs. The batter is Smink. Base hit will score a run with the runner at third base. There are 2 outs. Smink is 0 for 3, or 1 for 3. Single back in the sixth, and 2 first pitch swings for outs. One swing can win it with a little hit to anywhere on the field. The Colonials are trying for that not to happen. No score in the eighth. The pitch takes a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes to Smink. Third baseman stands in. The pitch takes. That one's a little high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on, grounded to second. Swift will field, fire to first, gets her out. We go to the 9th. We go to the 9th inning. Still no score. 9-1-2 due up for the Colonials. Dabrowski's 0 for 3 today. She's bunted 2 of the 3 times. Emily Dabrowski will stand in. Ninth inning, no score. The pitch. Dabrowski swings, hits it towards center field. That one is going to get through. A leadoff single for Dabrowski, and it'll bring up Zoe Robinson. Here in the 9th. Cold. Zoe Robinson rocketed a single back up the middle in the 7th. Leadoff single for Dabrowski.
What's Robinson done?
Robinson's been on base twice. Rocketed a single her last time up. The pitch takes. That one's a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Walked in the first inning, struck out, swinging in the 3rd, grounded out to the pitcher in the 5th, and singled to center in the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. 9th inning. Runner on first base is Dabrowski. Speed, the pitch. Robinson hits it foul, and that one will go out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. 9th inning, no score. If we go to the 10th, which I hope we don't have to, but if we do, the runner would be put on second base.
You done the 10th inning?
That would do it in the 10th inning, yes. Yes. I know because it happened yesterday. The pitch. Robinson takes. That's a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Colonials have had a runner on base in every single inning other than the 2nd. No runs have been produced by that. Two balls, 1 strike to Robinson. Flannery waits on deck. The pitch. Robinson takes. That one's a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm writing that in the wrong box. My hands are shaking. I can't blame myself. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sure, everyone knows a raincoat does not provide warmth. The pitch. Robinson swings, hits it into right field. That's a base hit. Dabrowski will hold at second base. And back-to-back singles for the Colonials puts Lori Flannery at the plate. Back-to-back hits for the Colonials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. 9 hits for the Colonials in this game, and Flannery trying to make a big 10th hit. Lori Flannery stands in. She's been on base once today. Few good hits. 9th inning, nobody out, 2 on. 1 in scoring position is Dabrowski. Robinson at first base. The pitch. Flannery swings at the first pitch, grounds it towards third. It's dropped. Dabrowski goes home. She'll score. And Lori Flannery forces them to make a play. Forces them to make a play, and the Colonials are on the board. Let's go, Lore! Giabono will stand in now. Colonials are on the board. It's 1-0. And it looks like that's probably going to be it for the pitcher. Because that's the coach, unless they're not going to take him out. I guess not. He's probably going to talk, yeah. Normally the pitching coach comes out, so, yep, they're going to give her the, I think they're giving her are they giving her the free pass? Yep, yes they will, so if we rewind a minute, because I got all excited and didn't exactly tell you what was going on. Ground ball, it was a ground ball to third, the pitcher, and the pitcher threw it over to third base to get the lead runner, and it got by the third baseman. Dabrowski came home and scored. Flannery made it to second. Robinson at third base. So now the bases are full after the intentional walk to Giabono. So now you've got bases loaded.
So it was a fielder's choice.
Yes, so FC error would get Flannery to second base. Bono will be intentionally walked, and now with nobody out, 1 run is in, 9th inning, bases are loaded. Anna Powell, who's 0 for 4 today, 3 strikeouts, and a pop out to second base. Bases full of Colonials. The pitch. Powell takes. That one's a little bit low. Nowhere to put her as the Colonials eventually break through. They've had a runner on in every inning other than the second inning, and finally they break through. The pitch. Powell swings, hits one in the air to center field. That should be deep enough to score the run. Let's see, the throw goes to the mound, and another run will come home. Sacrifice fly by Anna Powell, and there's 2 runs on the board for the Colonials. Flannery will tag as well. So Flannery goes to third. Antonucci at first. I'm pretty sure running now. 2 runs are in. Brzezinski's at the plate. Robinson came in to score. So Flannery at third base now. Runners at the corners, 1 out, 2-0 Colonials. The pitch to Brzezinski. Fouled off right side. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Brzezinski. Runners at the corners. The pitch. Brzezinski taps it in front of the mound. It's dead balls that hit the plate. Or a foot. I didn't see. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. 9th inning, 2-0 Colonials lead. Looking for more. No balls and 2 strikes to Brzezinski. The pitch. Brzezinski takes low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Speed on both bases. 2-0 Colonials lead it. Here in the 9th. Finally breaking through. The pitch. Brzezinski takes. That one's a called strike 3. Runner will take second base. So now 2 in scoring position. Brzezinski strikes out looking for the second time. 2 outs. And here comes Lanos, who's singled twice and is 2 for 4. 2 singles, a strikeout back in the 1st inning, and a ground out to the pitcher. Back in the 8th. 2 in scoring position. The pitch. Lanos takes. Ball gets away. Flannery's coming home. She'll score! And the ball gets away. Speed on 3rd will score. 3-0 Colonials. Flannery comes on in. 3-0 PW. Lanos. Antonucci moves over to 3rd. 1 ball, no strikes on Lanos. Time is called. Three nothing PW. Here in the 9th. The pitch. Lanos takes. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lanos gets ready. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on 3rd. The pitch. Lizzie takes a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddie Swift waits on deck. It's 3-0 PW. Top of the 9th inning. And the pitch. Lanos swings, hits it to second base. Good scoop by the second baseman. And she'll fire over to first. But PW gets 3 on the board. We go to the 9th. PW tries to get 3 more outs and lock it down. Bottom of the 9th inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for North Penn. Brzezinski. Liv Brzezinski on the mound, the pitch. Takes a little bit high, 1 ball, no strikes. G. Bativo is one of the 2 sisters. She's one for 2 with a walk, single, and a line out to second base. The pitch. Takes high, 2 balls and no strikes. Colonials leading now 3-0 here in the 9th inning. North Penn would need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Colonials looking for 3 outs. The pitch. Down low. 3 balls and no strikes. A. Bativo waits on deck. 4-hitter. 4, 5, and 6 for North Penn. Bativo, and Connolly. Pitch. Takes a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to center field. Flannery comes in and makes the catch. 1 out. Right to Flannery. Here comes A. Bativo as I try to warm up. Single in the 7th inning. As the first pitch is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Single back in the 7th and struck out swinging in the 2nd and the 4th. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. 9th inning, 3-0 PW. Ativo takes a deep breath, looks in, live the pitch. Fouled back. That one's rolling very, very far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 9th inning, 3-0 PW. Ativo at the plate, the pitch. Takes up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch. Swing and a foul tip, not being able to be held on by Bono. So count remains 2-2. Pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play. No one there. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Brzezinski gets ready on the mound. Ativo will step back in. Pitch. Swung on, popped up, and over is Robinson. Makes the catch before she runs into the fence. 2 outs.
Let's go.
Here comes Connolly. Reached in the 2nd inning. Struck out looking in the 5th and lined out to second base. Swung on, hit in the air, center field. Under it is Flannery, makes the catch, and the Colonials take down North Penn. 3-0 on the shutout by Liv Brzezinski. In 9 innings, the Colonials win 3-0. And with that, PW moves on. I'll be back with you on Tuesday. Everyone get warm. PW wins 3-0.
Nice job, Kev.